Okay. Well, now we wait for the sound check because Twitch is still just a spinning. Hopefully it's fine, but I don't. Why are you doing that? Come on, Twitch, please. Oh, God. Okay. Shoot. Well. Sorry, I'm checking it now. I don't know why the desktop doesn't work. Okay, it sounds good. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, Twitch, get it together. Okay. Jesus, every time. Chords, all the chords, doing good. Push a button. We're good, we're here. We're ready to go. Hello everyone, my name is Allie and I'm from Okay to Be Fat because it is okay to be fat. Hello and welcome to your All Yakuza All the Time stream. We stream all of the Yakuza games and we do it all of the time. If I'm live, we are streaming a Yakuza game. Hello and welcome to Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. It is time for the stream. Okay. Why the... Oh, surely that must be wrong. I'm gonna refresh my Twitch because it's saying there's an unusual amount of people in here and for this stream just beginning, and I think that must be fake. Hello, Will. I would like an accurate count, Twitch. Oh my word. So before we get into the great scullining of it all, I just need to let everyone know that my ding dang jaw really still hurts like crap. I missed, sorry if you were sad about Monday's stream, that I had to skip. I'm usually very good about not skipping streams and almost never do it, but I had a really, really gnarly root canal. And it sucked real bad, and oh my god, okay. One moment. Let's get some new duds on, please. Evil root canal. It was pretty much an evil root canal. See, that makes more sense. Like, I have a pretty good stream buds, but that was a lot of people for it to be like, no, there's this many people in here now. And I was like, really? I didn't put a clickbait title on or anything. I mean, I did say the skull lore, but I didn't say what skulls. I've just taken a glob of the edibles because I am in just a ridiculous amount of pain. And I'm not working right now, so it's time for pain relief. Like, oh my god, I can't really open my mouth all the way because my jaw is just like, no, fuck you. Okay, here we go. Let's get on the boat, and we'll go boat around. First, I'm gonna change the outfit, though, for the land. Gilded Zed's redemption has run out, and now we're gonna change it back to something else. It was so evil. It was just the absolute heckin' worst. Okay. Yes, I will get changed. I will get changed to something else. The gray suit, or the brown suit is nice, but I might put him in the other outfit. Okay. Ooh. How's it... Oh! I don't know. Magic Cat is so... Alright, Magic Cat for Pirate. That's very good. Let's take a preview. Everybody, let's witness the glory and the power of Magic Cat together. What a delight. What a delight. Alright. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I don't know if anything can top this, to be honest. Alright. Robo for kitty. Save. Okay, so for off... Yeah, put him back in there. There we go. Alright. I said the Skull Lord probably because I was just like... I need to talk about the skulls. And how... because, like, I try to keep my life of internet drama, gremlin nonsense, like, you know, privately to myself as the, the total, like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's, like, super laudable to, like, be, like, into drama. I don't think it's super terrible or anything either, but, like, it's not, like, a use of my time that makes me feel, like, great, but I'm nosy. Borstein, hey! How you doing? Is the smoke any better? Should we change the boat? The boat hasn't been out in a minute. Oh no, I did change the boat. Ah ha ha! That's true. Alright, let's just go sail around. Up. Oh. Oh. Yeah, durability boost Kiwami. Hell yeah. Let's get in there. Okay. Alright, well that's all my money. You're having a bit of a break from the smoke? Oh, that's so good to hear. Okay, so let's... That's good. Oh, wait. I meant to change my... Oh. Huh? Why can't I select the destination? What's going on? Oh. Okay, well, I guess I have to go see Julie. Fine. Fine, game. Have it your way. The other night, the smoke was so bad, the inside of my place was smoky. I wrote an email at 3 a.m. to the Prime Minister and my Member of Parliament. Ah! I thought I turned that off. Oh, God. I went on and on with, and another thing, and apparently my MP actually replied for real, not an auto reply. I'm afraid to look. Oh, no. Yo, I wrote a letter once to Joe Lieberman back when he was trying to censor video games, and I did get a snitty reply back from his office. Talking to me like I was 14 years old, and I was definitely like 22 or 23 when I did it. So, how are you holding up since last time? I feel like I got sucker punched in the face. That's what it feels like. Oh, why didn't... No! God damn it. I thought I picked another outfit. Damn it. My jaw is really, really painful. And, that it just sucks. It sucks and it hurts. And like I think I probably got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep last night because I didn't get hit. I took a lot of stuff for pain on Monday and just kind of zonked out, and then last night I was like, let's take a more reasonable amount of pain control, and ended up just like not really getting any sleep at all. because I was in pain, and also, like, I just felt, like, seriously, like, sickeningly anxious. Like, I think it just kind of bled over to the next day, which sucks, because, like, I need to work. It is time to go back to work. I have to do work at my job, which is complicated and stressful. And, like, it's not great to be trying to do that on 2 hours of sleep where it feels like several people hit you in the same place in the face. But thank you for asking, Gilded Zed. It'll be better. I mean, what I keep telling myself is, like, I will save my points for the time being. I need to save them for endgame. I get you. Yeah, I'm okay to be here. Thank you for asking. I thought about canceling, but I decided it would be, like, you know, like, okay. And if it gets significantly worse, I will dip. But I think that's because, like, there's nothing I can really do besides take alternating Advil and Tylenol, and also, like, take edibles, which I just did for the pain. But, like, I'm gonna be in pain no matter what I'm doing. So it seems like I might as well just do the thing that I like the most. Although I did. At age 16, I wrote to my executive branch asking them to lower legal age because I wanted to work and earn money so I could buy Dead Rising in peace without any nosy adults, where I had plenty of anecdotal evidence to prove that turning 18 didn't magically turn you mature, as there were plenty of assholes didn't deserve to be able to buy adult things. I got a reply as the president at the time was in touch with the populace, but it was like, yo, I get you, but I'm just one guy and I need Congress approval. That's not bad. When I was 10, I wrote to PBS angry that they canceled Red Dwarf. They replied suggesting I pledge, and I said, I don't have any money. I am 10. Red Dwarf is incredible. Just clear, good taste on your part as a 10-year-old. But yeah, Gilded Zed, that was a pretty nice reply, I feel like. I did one time write to a television station to tell them that I was mad that they had canceled Buffy. They had refused to air Buffy the Vampire Slayer because of the Bush election was going long. And then the station director wrote me back and said that he, like, wept for the future of humanity. And I wrote him back and said, they still don't know who's president, so you could have just played Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Because we still don't know. I'm like, they'll pick a president whether or not you play Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so you might as well. I missed an important episode of gay character development. How fucking dare you? Was it slightly deranged? I don't know, maybe. Was I right that we still didn't know who was president and they definitely could have played that Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode? Yes. Can you, do you want this thing? Hang on one sec. Let me see. You wanted the sing for the, Crazy Taxi? Okay. I'm sailing. Okay, yeah, I can do it. Where's the closest Crazy Taxi? Oh, we're very close. Go forward. Yes, you can collect. I will honor your redemption. You wanted it dead in the middle, right? That is my recollection. Thank you for the reminder. Make a small amendment. Okay. What's the amendment? I welcome your amendments, as long as they're doable. This is not bad. I think this is a pretty hot outfit. I like it. Before doing the spring jumps. Okay. So start like right before the spring jump. That's not a bad idea. Alright, I will do that. The kitty has something for me. Let's make this the, like, one singing redemption for this stream, though, because I don't want to, like, waggle my jaw, like... You know what? Actually, it's fine. Like, I don't need to open my mouth, like, really wide. Like, I can't eat sandwiches right now. Like, everything has to be cut very small so that I can get it into my mouth, because, like, opening my jaw very wide sucks real bad right now. But that's not really affecting my throat, so I could do another one. It's not a big deal. I'm like, ah. I have, like, it does feel worse to be sucker punched, but this, like, is persisting quite. The thing is it's like, okay, yes, this sucks ass. This is kind of the worst dentist experience I've had in a really long time. It's not a dentist, it was an endodontist. The normal dentist is really nice. I don't know what's wrong with this person, but, like, I just need to get this fixed, because, like, I've been needing this root canal for, like, they're like, oh, how long has it been like this? And I'm like, haha, like a year. That's a fucking lie. It has been significantly longer than a year. Yeah, it does feel bad. It's been like 2 or 3 years. Because of like reasons, and also just like I just get freaked out by the dentist, and so like it's been easier where I just was like, Josh was like, what if I like went with you? And I was like, oh my god, would you? And so now he does, and it's a lot easier, because, like, I just got to the point where I just couldn't make myself keep doing it, really, and so I just needed the help, and thankfully for me, he will help me with stuff like that, so I'm very, very lucky, and I love my husband very much. But, yeah, it's, once this is done, it's done, at least for now. It seems like I'm never done with dental work. I have, like, just genetically bad teeth. Some people are just unlucky. But also, in my 20s, I got an amount of bad and cheap dental work because I couldn't afford anything better, and now it is causing additional problems, which is great. But that's what happened. But at least I should be done for a few years, and that's very good. And it doesn't hurt with the cold anymore, so I might be able to, like, eat a popsicle again. A thing I haven't been able to do for a number of years now, just because it hurts so bad. So, looking forward to popsicles. Those are tasty, so yeah, that'll be good. Alright, so delivery. I will deliver. Let's do it on normal. He's an endodontist is kind of like a dental surgeon. So, like, that's who you go to when you need someone to, like, do, like, more than a dentist does. So, sometimes a dentist will do a root canal. I had one done by a dentist before, but, yeah, this is, like, different. But, yeah, it was, the normal dentist is very good and nice and explains things to me, and I like him, but just gotta get through this part, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go. it won't be like this forever, but like, yeah, I got to a point because I had like 3 crowns and 2 root canals last year, and they ended up having a root canal every tooth they put a crown on, because this is the last one. Like, last year, I just got to a point where I just got to the screaming point. Alright, I gotta concentrate on this. God damn it. There we go. Alright, I see that y'all are commenting, but I can't reply quite just yet. There we go. Oh, that was close with the car. Alright, so here we go. I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea, 'cause I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb on board. We'll search for tomorrow on distant shores, and we'll try, oh Lord, we'll try to carry hamburgers. And then it goes doodly flute shit for a while. I look to the sea. Reflections on the waves strike my memory, and I forget. I don't know. I'm running out of steam here. Come sail away, come sail away. I just brain farted, sorry. Come sail away with me, lads. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. They thought they were angels, and then we climbed aboard their spaceship. That is how it ends. The end of that song is they thought they were visited by angels, but they were actually aliens. And that's why Styx is good. Oh, fuck! It's fine. You liked it? I'm glad that you enjoyed. I have a question for y'all. Gilded said you might like this one. Because I was listening to a YouTuber talk about, like, his, for fuck's sake. Fuck it! Like, not favorite games, but, like, desert island games. Like, if you had these games, you could just play them over and over again forever, and maybe you wouldn't even need other games. I don't know about the concept of not needing other games. That seems fake, but for the thought experiment, sure. So, like, if you had the desert island and only play one Yakuza game for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Because, like, I thought about it, and I do have an answer, but I'm interested to see if other people, for fuck's sake, if other people have an answer. That was alright, I think. I got the spinny rainbow jump, so it's fine. Because, like, when it's like, what's your favorite Yakuza? Probably 5. Ooh, 5 is a good choice because it's chunky. Because like, you know, what if you could only play one of these games for the rest of your life? Which one would it be? Is definitely a different question than like which one's your favorite, right? Because like when it's my favorite, it's a pretty even toss up between Zero and Infinite Wealth. But if it's like only this one game forever, for me it's gotta be Infinite Wealth, because like, number one, I like a RPG, so like it's already in my wheelhouse. But the other thing is that oh my god, hello, get over here. There we go. It's just got so much stuff in it. Like, it's just mini games for days. You could Dondoko forever. You could just like remake your entire Dondoko island like over and over and over if you wanted to. There's just so much to do. Yeah, it's not really, to me, it's not really about the when you talk about replayability, it's not really about the main story, right? It's more about like how much other stuff is there to do to keep you like dipping back into this. And I've already dipped back into Infinite Wealth just randomly. Well, not randomly, like when Josh was gone, because on the long business trip, which I hate, I was playing Infinite Wealth because like there's like challenges to beat it on like harder modes, and that's like a good reason to go back. If you were stuck on a desert island for the rest of your life, yeah, I mean, and you can pick a game that isn't Yakuza. I just thought that would be fun considering the nature of the stream. But like, if you'd like to pick a different game, you may, or you don't have to answer at all. Either is fine. What do I want here? Let's just do sandwiches and these. Oh god, these suck comparatively. So little. Alright, Julie, tell me whatever I need to know so I can go sail my boat. What's up, Tiger Boy? If the topic is on Forever Games, GTA Online, AC Valhalla, yeah. I mean, I think Dwarf Fortress is another good one, because like you can just keep going as long as you want, or you can just keep making new fortresses and stuff. It's constantly presenting me with new curveballs. I set up a hospital. I choose Odyssey, but I have seen the end of Odyssey. Valhalla is fucking eternal. Alright, what's this about? How's the Goromaru? Doing well. She's one hell of a ship. Of course she is, with all the assistance I gave her. Do you want to see what else I can provide? Yeah, okay. No, I don't have enough. I already went here and checked this out. I can get this squid launcher. Is the squid launcher that good? No, I don't think it is. I need those shark stones for my shark. I want a shark cannon. Alright. Well, we can't do any of these. Only one game forever, probably NetHack. I've only played as a Valkyrie, and there's so many other things to play of that different returns and items, monk, tourist, etc. And then you can do a pacifist run, a vegan run. Oh, nice. On my mobile forever game, The Tower. Nice. Skyrim for the weird self-made challenges I try. Online. Elder Scrolls Online. Nice. I feel like Balatro is a good candidate for that as well. I just fucking love Balatro. It's like, if I stop talking about Bluesky, I assure you I'm still playing Bluesky. I don't play it every day, but I do play it every week. I think I must have like 100 hours in Bluesky or something. It's ridiculous. On Stardew Valley, I have yet to have all the farms and have only married 3 people. Oh, well then there's plenty more to do. Okay, well, I don't need this. Will you be in Hawaii much longer? Nah. Once I'm ready, I'm heading straight back to Madlantis. This is untrue. I'm just gonna wander around and talk about drama. I see. Well, come back when you have more materials. It's vital to regularly maintain a ship. Her enhancements could make all the difference.
Oh.
Sure thing. I'll be back. Okay. Alright, well, I guess that's why. I was like, why can't I boat, game? Let me boat. Alright. Go. Y'all, I mean, I have admitted this before, and you know that it's true. I watch an amount of, like, YouTube drama stuff. Just only really during work, because I kind of need something that's not too interesting, but is also long. Like, if it's too interesting, like, I was watching this guy talk about a dwarf fortress that he made. I'm pretty obsessed with dwarf fortress right now, but it was too interesting to work to because I wanted to, like, look at what he was doing and kind of, you can't do that. Like, I have to do math, and I have to look at PDFs. So I was like, no, that's no good. And, like, after, like, 5 minutes, I cut it off and went back to, like, crap content. It's like, you know, you would think, like, oh, you've got all this time and you're doing, you know, stuff, and maybe you could, like, do something educational. And it's like, no, I can't do something educational because the part of my brain that do thinking needs to be doing thinking about my job. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta do jobs, and, like, take that, thank you. And my job is, like, complicated, and like, some of it is kind of tedious, but, like, you never know when you're gonna be like, oh god, what is that? And you're gonna have to start researching something a little bit more, and, like, I just can't be, like, too engrossed in what I'm doing, because then I'll, like, concentrate really hard in on work, and I'll miss a bunch of stuff. And you're, like, flicking it back. It's just really irritating. And so, but, like, I need something a little bit more than music. I got it. But, like, less than an interesting podcast. Not that the people that I listen to aren't interesting. They are. Some of them really aren't, and it's fine. But, like, some of them I do like and think are great. But, you know, like, there's a reason to listen to a 4-hour stream about, like, YouTube drama, and it's not really, for me, it's not really because, like, I don't know. I'm, like, defending myself. I guess I'm, like, over-explaining why I know about all this stuff. But, like, also, whatever. I'm nosy. And I think it's fine to be nosy. Jesus Christ, please let this kick in soon. I did take the oil, like, literally as soon as I got off work, but it has not had a chance to do anything yet, and I can't remember when I last had a Tylenol, but it has been a minute. And I'm just like, it sucks! Alright, I charged up my Segway. there's just like, okay. So I'm like sitting here trying to defend myself for like what I listen to on YouTube while I'm doing my job, and I was just like, you know what? I don't have to do that. It's fine. I just like, there's this thing with Ethan Klein and Hassan Piker that like just broke my self-control. Because, like, I don't try to... Some folks can be entertaining without being agreeable. True. I tend to listen to lore like, here's all the tree types in Tamriel. It's pointless and fun. Oh, that's good. I like that, too. Sometimes it's... I kind of split between, like, drama and also, like... like video game lore, or like here's a retrospective on the entire history of Diablo. I love shit like that. I listened to a 6-hour long video about EVE Online while I was working, and that was fucking great. But there's like so much work in the work. And like sometimes I feel like I've listened to all the good lore videos. Although if you have like a good source of lore, video game lore, will send me some links in the Discord. Alright, let's set our destination. We'll go here. But this thing with the human... Okay. First of all, before I get into the meat of it, because I'm just like, if I don't tell somebody about this, I'm going to explode. I keep trying to explain this thing to Josh, and he does not know who Ethan Klein is, which is, like, to his benefit, honestly, because, like, Jesus fucking Christ. But, I was like, oh, he doesn't even know who Hassan Piker is. And he was like, I do. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, he's like, I know he's a guy who does streams about leftist politics. And I'm like, that is who he is. How silly do you want it to be is the question. As long as the speaker has, like, a kind of, like, nice and soothing way of talking, I don't care how silly it is. Like, as long as it's, like, I want the videos to be super long, so I don't have to stop doing anything in order to change the video. And I want the presenter to have, like, a nice voice. That's usually what I'm kind of looking for. I don't mind if they're silly. Ugh, y'all, before I truly get into this, like, nonsense, 2 things. First of all, my fortress is going good, so I love that. But also, like, it is also important to realize that this, like, drama, right, has originally started because Ethan Klein is being, like, really shitty about Palestine, and that's where this all started. So let's just start with free Palestine. Israel is doing a genocide. It's got to stop. That part is very serious and not a joke at all. Ethan is wrong. Hassan is correct. And it simply just is what it is. I'm not giving you superb components. Go screw. Okay. So, like, I don't know if I don't know I don't know if I should assume people know who Ethan is. He's the H3 podcast guy. He is all of these people have like the deep lore because they've all been online since forever, and like I don't know every bit of lore about them. I will sometimes watch Hassan clips. I don't watch his stream. I've never watched H3 because I don't like Ethan. Like, he's rude in a way that I find like unappealing. Like, even before all this. Oh, you know who they are? Yeah. I mean, it's just that Josh is not very, like, online, so, like, he does not know who Ethan is. Which is fine. I mean, honestly, I feel like considering how not online Josh is, the fact that he knows who Hassan is like, well, congratulations to you, Hassan. I was like, oh, Hassan must be like for real famous because Josh knows who he is and he never knows who any of these people are. I was like, because there was stuff with Trisha Paytas, who is like also Ethan Klein's sister-in-law and stuff, and like, oh, the lore on Trisha is so deep, but to me, she is the woman who did not know if dogs have brains. Someone made a song out of that, and I do listen to it because it makes me laugh. Oh, this is the line. But this part's not really about Trisha. I mean, it's like all of these people have done like shitty things, right? Because like, you know, 2000s like internet, like it's kind of, you can imagine. But how do I break? Okay. Just break here for a second. Actually, I'm going to go get whatever this is, and then I'll come back to you, ship man. But, so basically, also, in case you don't know, Ethan Klein is, Jewish. I believe he's a Jewish American, but his wife is Israeli. And, but, like, you know, they live in, like, LA now. And, Hassan, I think, is Turkish, although I don't think that matters for this. But basically, like, Hassan and Ethan had a podcast together. And then after October 7th, Ethan was like, I don't want to do the podcast anymore because Hassan is correct about Palestine and he couldn't take that. I'm just like, you know, Hassan has said some silly things in the past, but, like, I can't say that I'm, like, you know, in disagreement with him very much at the moment. I mean, my kind of thing with Hassan is I'm just, like, sometimes he says things where, like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, and I wish he wouldn't do that. But, like, I mean, many such cases, you know, that's kind of streamer disease, honestly, so, like, whatever. Alright, let's do this. Alright, you're gonna send me to Davy Jones's locker. So, like, I don't really even like to talk about this stuff with other people, because I'd be honest, I do feel, like, a little bit, like, either people are judging me, or maybe they should be. I don't know. Oh. This is gonna be a tough one. What the fuck? Turn around! So anyway. Okay, so basically, the thing that like broke my self-control and made me be like, I have to talk about Josh. I have to talk about this with Josh. I have to talk about it with somebody. I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. It's the thing with the skulls. Like, and I just can't deal with it. And it, like, broke all of my ability to, like, deal and to keep it to myself. Tech battle. I mean, that's the thing, I mean, about, like, streamers and stuff is, like, an amount of them are terrible people. Not me, of course. I'm a sweetheart. That's mostly a joke, but, like, I don't know. I'm not really doing what other people are doing, so... You know, the calculations are different. Like, get the fuck off me, bitch. Don't you do that. When do I get to go? I guess I'm just like, I think Tim Pool's pretty bad. But I don't like always pay. I mean, like, it kind of basically, in order for me to know about it, other people had to have made videos about it. Like, I don't watch political streamers, like, on a regular. I need to like, I need to recap, you know. Nice. But I like, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so the thing with, where are we going? Oh, okay, we just need to go back to the lighthouse. But this is the wrong, fuck it, I'll just go this way. This is the wrong way. So anyway, this is a lot of preamble to come to the statement that, like, oh my god, the ship is flying. It is my, based on things that I have seen other people talking about, it is my non-legally actionable opinion that, it sure does seem like Ethan Klein sent himself, perhaps maybe, real human skulls in the mail. And then was like, oh my god, people sent me human skulls. And I don't think so, man. I simply don't. And it's just that part is the part that is killing me dead. I just can't. Where's the other one? Like, what the fuck? So So here's why people think Ethan Klein sent himself human skulls. This is the part that I need to tell people. Because I'm like, what the fuck? And like, I learned this by watching a video by someone who has incredibly good evidence and stuff. Or at least has good, like, provided good evidence in the past. But hey, I don't know. Maybe he didn't send himself human skulls. It's, only Ethan knows for sure, and whoever the skulls were purchased from, well, people know who purchased the skulls. Because Ethan took, like, pictures of them. I thought they were fake at first. But it turned out that the skulls, when people, like, blew it up and looked at it, had, like, labels with, like, serial numbers on them. And then people were able to search up where the serial numbers came from. And it turned out that it was, like, a museum or, like, medical, you know, training supply company. And you might think, like, why would they not, like, not just let any random person buy a real human skull? And here's the thing to know about that. They're very expensive. Like, thousands of dollars. And he got sent two. From, like, a medical learning supply company. That's not something I could not spend several $1,000s just to freak someone out with, like, bones. Also, like, calm down, they're just bones. Like, I would love to have... Oh, we'll do this. I would love to have, like, I was looking at getting, like, not a real one, but, like, a plaster or, like, plastic kind of resin or something, like, human skull to, like, keep in my art studio, just because, like, I don't know, sometimes it's nice to be able to just see the anatomy. So, like, people figured out that, like, he had these skulls, and they weren't, like, skulls from... They were known skulls. The skulls were known. Like... Oh, wait. I could just do this. Imagine if other streamers laugh at him for being cheap about skulls on top of faking it. I mean, I feel like people have laughed at him for, like, every part of this because it's so deranged. But, like, the skulls had been, like, returned, to wherever they were originally sourced from. Which I guess is good because, like, so, like, he got his money back, probably. Allegedly, if that was true, whom is to say. But they sent them back to the skull place, and so they, like, were up for sale again. People found the, like, the listing. Like, medical supply companies can let people rent them. Oh, maybe he rented them. See, and that's the other thing, too, is, like, it would never in a million billion years have occurred to me that there was, like, any way to buy a human skull? Like a real one? I just simply would not have imagined that or had it occur to me as something that I would even want to do. It's so odd. Cringe behavior, renting a skull. But just like Taylor Lorenz got involved. Taylor, girl, what are you doing? And Taylor Lorenz was like, no, guys, they really did send him a skull. And then showed like a picture of where like Ethan had sent her a picture of the skull box that the skull came in. And something important to know is that Ethan said that this box came to his house. This is his story. The box came to his house. He didn't know what it was. He thought it was maybe some computer part that one of his staff had ordered. So he just took it into the office and had his staff open it. That's interesting because I know when I need computer parts, what I do is have them ordered to my boss's office so she can bring them to me at my job. It's just a thing that anybody would do, right? But also the Taylor Lorenz photo apparently shows that, like, the box said that it had bones in it. So I don't know how he didn't know what it was, or why he took it into the office. But yeah. And then he took these photos and was like, oh my god, somebody sent me human skulls. Everyone's being so mean to me. It's so mean and unfair. There was a label on the package that said human bones. Like, it didn't say fragile. It said, like, I don't remember exactly what it said. Allegedly, I don't even know if that tweet's still up because I can't get on Twitter because I deleted my account. But, like, supposedly, I got this from, like, different YouTubers. The person who had the most extensive information had, like, locked. I'm just like, whatever. Ethan Klein is not going to find this stream. Like, that's ridiculous. And I'm not that worried about it. But, like, people are, because he's harassing people, allegedly. And has doxed people on, like, Instagram and shit. Like, it is really out of control. Like, what the actual fuck? It's just this, like, pathetic attempt to get, like, everyone to have, like, a sob story for him after he, like, I guess, like, talking about the CPS call that there was, which is just, like, that's a whole separate topic, but, like, it wasn't getting him the, like, sympathy juice he wanted anymore, so he decided to order himself a couple of human skulls, allegedly. Potentially, in my opinion, I mean, theoretically, that would, give him a new grievance lemon juice. Because the last one went dry. And the sick thing about this is it's just, like, this whole, like, Ethan Klein being obsessed with Hassan and like crashing out for like a year so hard is just like so avoidable. Like, you just could simply not. Also, like, just consider also, on top of this being incredibly cringe and weird, like, even if theoretically, right? Let's theoretically suppose that perhaps someone who isn't Ethan Klein sent human skulls from a medical supply place at the cost of multiple thousands of dollars, which I suppose they got reimbursed for. So, like, that was nice of Ethan to send them back so that person could get their money back. I forgot about the work order. To this place, whatever. Let's assume that this is all true. Okay. And that they had to call the FBI, a thing I think that was also said. Why are you talking about it on your podcast? Like, why are you taking pictures of it and putting them on Instagram to juice that grievance lemon even harder if the FBI is involved? Which I don't think they are. Because if they were, they would have told you not to do that. And also to stop and if you had done it and they knew about it, they would tell you to stop doing it, or you could go to jail. A thing the FBI can probably do. I don't know how they work, but it seems like you can go to jail for anything these days. So, like, it doesn't make sense. Even if it's true your behavior didn't make any sense, nothing you're doing makes any sense. And also, like, nobody has to feel sorry for you when you're, like, defending the Israeli government while they're doing a genocide. Like, people don't have to feel sorry for you, and they're not going to. So there's that. And you can just keep doing stuff. It's just like, why? This is a grown adult man. This is an adult person who allegedly, potentially did this, and definitely did a bunch of other stuff that there's video recordings of, and you're just like, oh my God, what are you doing? I just needed to tell someone about the skulls. I just needed to. I was like, oh my God, my jaw. I was like, if I can't tell someone about the skulls, and Josh is like, who are these people? And I'm like, oh my God, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but like, he just doesn't care about any of this stuff, so he doesn't, like, retain it, which is, like, fine. Like, I've tried to tell him about Ethan Klein and the skulls, like, 4 times now, and it does not work. All of that, and it wasn't even crystal skulls. I know! Have a little class! Like, also, like, what kind of person threatens you by sending you like, $4,000 worth of, like, medical skulls from a medical supply place for, like, students or museums? Like, what? Come on. People have threatened me on the internet, and they just did it for free because, like, you don't have to do all that. You can just... You know? And, like, this person supposedly has your address. They couldn't just send you, like, a creepy letter. Like, ooh, spoopy, creepy stuff. Stop saying stuff to cover for Israel. Boo, 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 whatever. Like, you could... Nobody should do that. Nobody should do that. Disavow. But I'm just saying it wouldn't cost you, like, $4,000. It would cost you, like, a stamp. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. At all. Oh, also he said, because it's like, okay, so you got all this. This is like a story that someone would make up on fucking Tumblr. This is like a Tumblr fake story. This is like the weed smoking girlfriends. Like, this never happened. This is not a thing. Nuh-uh. That don't make any sense. But it's just like a story about, like, or like when you ask your niece what, like, don't ever do this, but, like, you know, if you have, like, a baby niece or something and you're like, what do you think I do at work? And they're like, I don't know. And then they're just like, maybe you right? I don't know what and they just start making up stuff because they don't understand how anything works. You know what I mean? Like, and then they all went down to the place and they did all this stuff, and then everyone got $1,000, and it's just like, no, that is not how stuff works. This is what that reminds me of, is just like a story told by a toddler. Like, except the toddler is a grown man who has way too much money. Also, like, because, like, there's very easy holes to poke in this. One of which is, you called the FBI. The box clearly would have had some kind of receipt or information from this museum or medical supply company. Could not the FBI or just a regular pig, couldn't they, like, track down? I mean, like, that seems very track downable in the way that sending a letter without a return address doesn't. Disavow, nobody does that. But, like, you know what I mean? And so, like, they're like, no, but they planned for that. Right? And so what's the plan? The plan is that they said that there was, they couldn't figure out who did it because whoever did it ordered it with a work order. Now, because this is a company that would be supplying things to institutions, okay? And so it's like, oh, it didn't have someone's name on it. It had a work order. So, too bad. So sad you can't track it down. And I'm just like, no, bitch. No. Once again, you have the understanding of a toddler or a large adult man who's never had a real job. Because, like, I have put in work orders at some of my jobs. They are extremely traceable. Usually, there's only one or two people in the entire office who are allowed to put in work orders. The amount of paperwork that you have to do to requisition like $50 worth of shit from the Walmart so you can put on a play is truly breathtaking, okay? And, like, no fucking way does it being a work order make it less traceable. Like, what? No? I had a classmate, he was a bullshitter at age 7, he was a bullshitter at 17. At present day 35, he's every same bit a bullshitter. At least in grade school, he used to say his father was a chemist who made formulas to fly. I mean, that's kind of cute, But, like, the thing about this, like, this is just, it is funny, but it's also gross and pathetic. But, like, the thing about it that's, like, the worst part is I'm just like, you are crashing out this hard, and allegedly, potentially, whomst is to say? I certainly don't know. But in my opinion, it sure does look like you, man who sues everyone. Great look for that. Everyone on YouTube loves it when you start, like, suing other YouTubers. And when people are like, oh, wasn't he gonna sue Noah Sampson? No, he decided not to sue Noah Sampson, and he's suing Muslim women instead, because I guess that's better for him. Okay. Misogyny on parade, friends. I'm just like, Look, I'm not going to explain what this means, but, like, if you know, you know. I don't think Frogan did anything wrong. Sorry. I mean, I'm sure she's done some wrong things at some point, but, like, the stuff that, like, he is, like, crashing out about, I don't think she did anything wrong. She could have been a little less caustic, but, like, she's a streamer. That's what people do. It's not out of bounds for what everyone else is doing. and like you're targeting her, and we know why. It's very obvious what you're doing. Everyone can see it. Jesus fucking Christ. But like all of this is in service to him protecting his ego, that he's not wrong about what like Israel is doing. But he is wrong, because what Israel is doing is wrong, and it is a genocide, and like just this absolute like buffoonery in order to like protect himself and be like, no, I was right all along. No, you weren't. And you like, people wanted to like talk to you about this and get you to understand, and instead you purchased skulls, allegedly, for yourself, rather than listening to your friends who were clearly trying to reach out to you. That is very sad, self-inflicted nonsense. And it's all in service of like obfuscating the fact that like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of children have died. Like just for nothing. And you're like, well, you know, people have to feel safe. How many dead kids does it take to make you feel safe? Is maybe a question that he should answer, but he's not going to, so fuck it. Anyway, I'm like, yeah, I know who all these fucking people are. I just don't want to like, I like to watch the drama. I don't want to be the drama. I don't want to like talk. I don't want like to be involved, but like every once in a while I have to like break the seal and be like, okay, Josh is pure. I am not pure. Okay. I know about all of this shit. I know about all kinds of shit. I'm not mentioning the person that I got an amount of this stuff from, because she had member locked the stream where she talked about it, because she didn't want to deal with Ethan's like fans. And I think that's legit. If there's no fucking way anybody associated with any of this is going to hear this from me, because I am very tiny and it doesn't fucking matter. I don't see why anyone would care that I have like an opinion that like Ethan Klein is a giant toddler who lied about skulls. That's my opinion. He's a giant toddler who lied about skulls in like the most ridiculous, cringe way possible. But I'm just like, the skulls just broke me. Like, what? I just couldn't handle it. And I had a really bad root canal, so I thought everybody would like, you know, allow me to like go off for a second. Absolute madness. Alright, I'm gonna save this in case this goes really wrong. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about that. I'm like, but there's a reason why I'm like deliberately not naming the person, because like, just in case we end up with you know, Ethan critters, I don't want to point anyone in her direction when she specifically didn't want that. Just like, what the fuck? Like, this is why, right? This is not the only reason why. And like, it's like, am I a Hassan fan? I mean, I don't watch Hassan very much, but like, the stuff that I've seen, I mostly like. He's had some terrible fucking opinions on things, that like I did not appreciate, but like, you know, I think like, especially lately, most of the stuff that I've seen from him, I agree with, and I think that like, you know, he's, yeah, like, but insofar as Ethan goes, I'm just like, this is why we need over a certain amount of money to just take 100% of people's money. Like, you can have this amount of money and no more. Because you should not have enough money that you can, like, cringe rent skulls to whine about on Instagram. Like, no one should have that kind of money. You needed a hobby or something to do. This is not normal. No, who does this? Allegedly. Theoretically. I don't know. I wasn't there. You'd have to make up your own mind. My opinion. This motherfucker is suing everyone. And the thing is it's like, oh, well, he said he was going to sue Noah Samson, and then he didn't. He turned around and sued 3 people with, like, way less resources, which is just gross. And all women, and it's just, like, it's just gross. It's just gross. It's especially gross that he's suing them for React content. And I'm like, motherfucker, didn't you go to court over the, like, to secure the right of, like, streamers and YouTubers to be able to do React content? Like, all of the goodwill that I know that people had for Ethan Klein was mostly centered around this lawsuit that he won, where, like, that basically reacting to stuff, adding stuff to it, is considered transformative and is therefore allowable in, like, clip form transformative content. And now it's like that one fucking Batman movie, right? Where he's like, is it The Dark Knight? I don't fucking know. I don't care. It's like, you know, live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Like, Ethan could have just shut up and people would have been like, oh yeah, he's the guy that, like, let React content become a thing. And he could have just, like, skated by on the goodwill for that for, like, a really long time. And I just, like, we're truly in a time of people blowing up their goodwill for, like, no, like, just people with, like, massive amounts of public goodwill being like, well, I would personally like to flush that down the toilet. And I simply do not understand that as a tactic. It's hard to get it back once you've lost it. Challenge them. Anyway, that's the skulls thing. I'm sure I left a bunch of stuff out, and I may have said some things that were wrong. People have been talking about, this is old news too. It's like old news, but it's like every time this ding dong comes up, I think about the skulls, because he keeps coming up because he's crashing out so hard, and I keep being like, but the skulls, and, like, I just couldn't let it go. So thank you for listening to my attempt to dislodge what I know about the skulls from my brain meats, so I don't have to keep thinking about it. I'm probably still going to try to explain it to Josh. I just can't help myself. I'm just like, people have to know about the skulls, because, like, I thought, before I heard the details, I thought that he was complaining that someone had sent him, like, Halloween store skulls, because that seems kind of on brand. But, like, no, it's way weirder. Way weirder than that. Do I want to attempt the challenge? You know what I want to do is go to the bathroom and check on the status of maybe taking a Tylenol. So I will be back in, like, 2 minutes. This stuff from a museum, like, what the hell? Anyway, right back. shit, I forgot about the Tylenol. One sec. Okay, I'm back for real this time. I have achieved Advil. Oh. I wish there was, like, something better for, like, thank you, for pain like this besides just, like, Advil. But there's not really. I mean, they don't do opioids for dentist shit anymore, and, like, it wouldn't really even help because it might help me sleep, but, like, I can't take, like, anything stronger than an Advil and do job. Like, I gotta do job. You know, and so, like, I can't be, like, whacked out on pain medicine and do my job, and I need to, you know, that would be irresponsible, and also I wouldn't get anything done, but, like, it is just miserable. It is so miserable.
Ho ho.
Posture check. Okay. I'm gonna set up. Alright, I sat up in the chair. I'm gonna stretch it out. Okay. Big stretch. Stretch, redeem. Ooh. Thank you. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to say one more thing, and then I'm going to move on to something else. Maybe I'll tell you about my dwarfs. I have taken more of the pain medicine, the oils, so hopefully that will help. But, like, if I was Ethan, let me tell you what I would do. I simply would not go up in a public goodwill contest with Hassan Piker. Because in this instance, Hassan is being reasonable. He is correct on the facts. And he's hot. Like, you're not going to beat that. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Sometimes I just get stuff stuck in my brain. But yeah, I mean, it's almost like we shouldn't have built the biggest platforms out of people being like shitty assholes in the 2010s, and now we have ended up with not the best people having the biggest audiences. Maybe we should have thought about that back then, but we didn't, because, you know, it's just the internet, so who cares? Alright, let's go. I'll show you the power of the Devil Flag's Second Fleet. Everyone prepare for battle. We're gonna kill them all. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I don't think I'm as good at the boat fighting as Josh is. I gotta go get that, like, dark instruments, though. Oh, waves. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop. Right into one. God damn it. I hate the guys with the mines. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm on fire! Uh-oh. Jesus. Jesus. God damn it. Let me deck battle. Thank you. Yeah, we're in the Ichiban boat. That's a pretty good boat. I brought Magic Cat with me. Good stuff. I don't always have an opinion on the drama other than like, God, this one person is terrible, or wow, it seems like everyone is terrible. Oh, get him! Ooh! Oh my God! Oh, I didn't get that one before. Evil sharks! Here we go. Evil sharks. Curse of the man-eating shark. Fuck him up. Jesus, what's happening? There we go. Jesus. Uh-oh. Okay, I clearly need to do this a little more because everyone got super killed. Ooh, there's treasure. Ooh. That's nice. I got a lot of points for that. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, this is clearly the way to get points. Oh! So what else have I been doing? Friends, I have been dwarf fortressing. I restarted a new fort. Problem with the old fort was there's a couple of problems with it. One of them was I had not in any way at all made any kind of like defensible fort, and so every time we got like goblins and stuff, I had to stop everything that I was doing and go send my squad to deal with the goblins. And then like also they would just get straight murderated because I did not know how to make the armor, or I couldn't figure out how to make the barracks work. I was just kind of vibing. So, oh, actually, let's check the net. But I like vibed myself into a situation where I had accidentally opened up a cavern and like giant forgotten beasts were like invading my fort, which is a problem. And I had screwed up the front door. I didn't like make a way to defend it. Everybody was getting killed and getting their asses kicked all the time. Now that was potentially fixable. But I had also kind of laid it out all crappy, and I wanted to take a new crack at, like, I was really thinking about layouts, so I wanted to take a new crack at that. Is this where? Yeah, this is where we need to go. Yeah. So I just retired the fort. The cool thing is that you don't have to start a whole new world. If you want to retire your fort and start a new one, you can do it in the same world. Oh, we got a cutscene. Which is neat. There's like a persistence of it, which I think is is like pretty cool. Is that Atali Island up ahead?
Hi.
One of the officers has been plundering the area. Not the area. Going to Atali, are we? Oh my god, it's Captain Beef. Huh. If it ain't old Beef. What's up? You know this place or something? Of course I do. It's got quite the reputation. Neither the brave or the bullish dare approach it. A word of caution, steer clear. Although, I suppose it stands to reason there'd be a lot of treasure left to plunder there. Makes sense why the devil flags would be drawn in. Well, if it's as bad as you say, better make sure we're prepared. I don't know which of the officers is waiting for us there, but no matter what, we'll be in for a fight. Whoever it is, I doubt we faced an enemy as strong as them before. Please be cautious.
Oh.
Got it. Well, first step's obvious. We gotta start off with the cheer. Who are we? The Goro Pirates. Alright. It's One Piece time, baby. So I started a new one. I got to pick my embark, which was cool. Wait, am I at a lighthouse? Damn. I wanted to, like, potentially reconsider some of my crew assignments, so I need to look at that. But okay, crew formation. There we go. All right, so Gondawara has capped out. I'm gonna get by cannon power and see who's not been assigned to a cannon. Nishida. I know I must have some 40 level. What? Oh, Aloe Happy. Okay, I know what to do. Captain Beef. Ooh. Captain Beef, are you secretly good? Oh man, she's almost as good as him at level 1. I'm gonna put her in there. Alright, he's also capped out. So, boop, 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 boop. Daigo, stay where you are. Ichi is not as good. I mean, he's really good, so I'm just gonna leave him. Misaki. Kandawa is... Okay, fine. What about here? Alright, so who do we got that can go up to 40? Alright, you know what, Aloe Happy? Get in there. This is a carnal sister. Who else do we have that can go up higher? Yep. Oh, actually, let's swap people now. I feel like, yeah, we should. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. There we go. I had to pick my embark, and I picked a mirthful location. I don't have any coal though, which kind of sucks because like if you keep using trees to make coal, the elves will come and yell at you. Like so much. And I don't like, and I'm like, I don't want them to like, well, I mean, somebody's gonna show up eventually and try to like get the, like attack the fort, but like so far so good as far as that goes, but these are all 30 people. Okay, this is pretty good, I think. There we go. Okay. I don't want the... I don't want to, like, antagonize the elves into, like, attacking me. So far, most of the attacking that's been happening has been, because of, like, the rabbits and dogs are fighting. And that's really, really it, which is fine. It's, like, I'm, like, really enjoying the, like, organizational setting up stuff of it. It's so complicated and deep, but, like, I've figured out how to make soap. Like, this game is not playing around, y'all. Like, if you want to make soap, you have to... First, you have to make lye out of wood. Then you have to have a bucket. Because you can't, like, just make lye. Right? You have to have a bucket for it. Do not do that. So you already have to have a bucket. You have to have a... no, that's wrong. So you need a bucket, and you need a wood-burning furnace. And then you make ash. And then from the ash, you have to go to another workshop called an ashery. And then the ashery makes lye, which you need a bucket for. And then from the ashery, if you have a lye bucket, when you butcher animals, you have two ways to make soap. You can either butcher animals and have the kitchen render their fat in the tallow, or you can find rock, like, nuts that have, like, oil in them, and then if you have, like, oil in nuts, then you need jugs, and you need a quern, which is a thing I'd never heard of before in my life. But is how did I get this turned around? So you can press nuts in a quern to get oil, and then you use the oil or tallow with the lye, and then you can make soap. That is really intricate and very close to IRL soap making. I think that seems to be the point. Which is it's just so chewy and fascinating to play with. Like, what was another thing that I was having? I was having trouble originally making cloth because you have to, like, either grow certain kinds of plants. Only certain kinds of plants can make cloth. Like hemp is one of them. Pigtails is another. And so you grow the plants, and then the plants go and get spun into thread, and then the thread goes to the loom, and then the loom has to weave the thread into cloth, and then the cloth goes to a clothier, and then you can make it into clothes. Not everything is like that. You can just set up an order that says make bookcases out of rock. And you don't have to, like, IKEA build them or have an architect plan to make them. But, like, some of the things are incredibly intricate. And, like, there's something, like, really fascinating about that to me. Let's swap crew. Let's get... Alright, so I'm going to take out you because you are fully leveled. We're going to put in Daigo. So I was trying to make a hospital. Because even though we haven't had fighting, there's still hunting. And also, people can just get injured doing things. So it's good to have a hospital. And then when you set up the hospital, you have to have beds and, like, a traction bench. And you need tables for operations. You have to have chests. And then the chests need to be stocked with thread for sutures and, like, cloth. I think cloth also for bandages. And you need soap so they don't get infected, which is why you have to do the soap making, even if you don't, like, care. I mean, dwarves like taking soapy baths, but if you don't care about that, like, you still need it so they don't get infected when they get hurt. And you need gypsum powder so they can make casts. Jesus, Majima, get up! And then you have to assign a chief medical officer. And so when you go to assign the chief officers of things, you have to do it in the nobles menu. And they show you, like, if people have shown up with, like, affinities to things. And, like, my best doctor, they're like, oh, you should pick this guy. He's a legendary bone doctor. And also a necromancer. And I said, what? What? Why? Why is he a necromancer? And then I was like, is that gonna cause a problem? And I looked it up, and it seems like as long as you make sure that your necromancer doesn't get into, like, a pitched battle, it should be fine. So as long as I put some doors on the hospital and I can just lock him in if there's any fighting inside, it should be okay. Because, like, necromancers will, like, I think they can, like, raise characters from the dead, but they turn into, like, weird creatures, and it's, like, they're cursed, and it's, like, kind of a problem. But, he seems okay. He's been doing suturing, and people say they feel better, so that's pretty good. I had put storehouses in the hospital to store soap and sutures and stuff, and that's wrong. What you need are, like, chests, but I didn't realize that, and so I did it all wrong. Ow, for fuck's sake. That didn't do shit. Ah, eat that, bitch! The laser's good if you can keep it on him. Ah! You missed me! It's like currently, I also pierced the caverns again, which is good. Because I was able to pierce the caverns and then wall them off. Do I want to hear something about necromancy? Sure. Why not? It's $50. We're on each boat. Each boat. We're on each boat. Each boat. I'm currently trying to find an aquifer because like all we have are like some like ponds, and that's not ideal as the fort continues to grow. Also, the other thing that fucked up my last fort was me, because I thought that I should maybe go in and try to get some water, but instead of getting the water, what I did was accidentally kind of drain all of the ponds, which I didn't mean to do, and then they didn't have any water sources, which they mostly don't need too much water, they just drink booze, but like if somebody gets hurt, they need water. Necromancy in the pop culture sense was actually made up because of weird ancient Greek state propaganda and superstition. Oh, who were they propagandizing against? Was it the Persians? That's who they were fighting at the time, I think. Although they were also fighting each other a lot. That's the extent of my knowledge, unless you would like to know about like pottery techniques. I know a lot more about, I could probably still draw the setup of the original Greek theaters, the amphitheaters, because I had to do it so many times in school. And it's like, yes, and it's built into a hill, and then this is here, and then the chorus comes out here, and then they've got stuff back here, and the masks are cool. I feel like any theater tradition that includes, like, cool masks is, like, oh, yeah, I would trade. Is, like, just tip-top. Like, cool masks in your theatrical productions is, like, that's just choice, man. That's, like, always so cool. It adds a lot. The Thessalonian witch trope. Oh, I don't know about that. Components, maybe. Oh, I guess it's shoot time. God damn it. Oh, me. Where Where are the other ones? Oh, there's one. Hello. I mean, so far the Necromancer's been pretty good. So I'm like, I don't know, like, he's been pretty good at stuff, and like, people seem to enjoy his doctrine. So like, I don't know. I think I was like, is this gonna cause a problem? And then I just was like, man, it'll probably be fine. There are Thessalonian witches present in so many ancient plays. The ancient Greeks had the weirdest beef with Thessaloniki. Huh. I didn't know about that. It's been a while since I've read up on my Greek plays. I mean, we like reviewed the major ones, but it has also been like so long. Wait, is Medea a Thessalonian witch? Because like that's like, I don't know. I feel like, you know, Medea kind of rules. It backfired because ancient Greeks weren't above doing folk magic, and mixing the two was something, and then the Romans happened to get involved. Well, didn't they just? They love to go around and involve themselves. There's like, at least see, it's been a long time since I've been over the like ancient Greek stuff, but like the killer stuff for the Greeks, like the ancient Greeks, it's like statuary and pottery, right? Like there, and then there's different periods of like the pottery and the statuary. I mean, and also the buildings are very important too. Different columns, draw a Doric column, draw an Ionian column. You get Corinthian columns, but not until the Romans. Like, determining different types of columns is so key to early art history, because like the Egyptians had like lotus columns, which are sick. They look cool. All of them look cool. Decorate your columns. It looks great. Like, my memory of like learning about like the Egyptian columns and the like Egyptian sort of like architecture and stuff, or like the ancient stuff, was that like people had not quite figured out the engineering yet, so they needed like a lot of columns. No, I hate you, gun guy. I get you. I will probably not talk about drama ever again, like, or it would have to be something incredibly weird with the fucking skulls. Because, like, I don't want to, like, gain an audience of people who think I'm gonna, like, do that a lot, because I'm not. I just, like, this root canal sucks, and I'm like at the end of my self-control. And also I'm just like, why would you do that? Allegedly, possibly, in my opinion. The pants are good, right? I feel like this version of Magic Cat is just like, this is Magic Cat Classic. And then when we get other Magic Cat, we're getting like a different version, or like Magic Cat on a different day. But this is like his classic look. Did I get 2 rings? No. was just wondering. I don't need the fierce sensation of a roaring storm. I need an attack boosty power. That's what I want. Necromancy as a rite was about having a ritual sleep in a temple, watched over by a priestess, and hopefully talk to an ancestor. Huh. I did not know that. Where did you learn about that? That's not something I had heard of. You just go around. Oh, this is all... What a shaboodle, I suppose. Alright, you know what? How about no? How about let's do a little karaoke? How about that? I'm just like, I don't feel like pirate fighting right now. Oh my god, let me tell you something else about Dwarf Fortress. It's kind of wild. Because Josh is like, he's like, tell them to go over and pick up a thing. And I'm like, you can't. Oh god. Okay, I moved my mouth too much. Jesus, that hurt like hell. I'm gonna have another bad night. I can just tell. I've been sleeping really good up until now. Don't know what you got till it's gone. You know what I mean? Fuck me. It's good. I mean, it's not good. It sucks ass, but like it'll be fine, and then like it'll be better, and like popsicles. Maybe I could have them. What a delight. It was a book about Greek and Roman necromancy by Daniel Ogden. It is very dry. Oh. That's so cool that you read that, though, because now you can tell me stuff about it, and that's neat. Yay. Thank you for giving the reference as well. I forgot what I was going to say. I opened my mouth too wide and zanged myself out of, like, all coherent thought. This is pretty swank, this little area. I don't know why they couldn't give him a bed. Why does he have to sleep on a couch like Yagami? I love when they do that. Oh, okay. Good. Go away. Crew. How's the crew? Crew looks fine. Whatever they were trying to do with, like, mood here, I'm just, like, their moods are always, like, fine. So, I don't get it. Oh, am I not in a safe zone? Fuck me. I thought I could just do a little karaoke, but I'm like in the middle of fuck ass nowhere. This sucks. We'll go back this way. Let's just go around these bastards. It's possible, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh. Do we? I think maybe we could avoid them. I just wanted to sing a little song. Nice. It's always good to add some new knowledge. Yes, I do wish to rest at the lighthouse. it'll be better eventually, and then that will be nice. It is very tiresome to have like tooth weirdness all the time, and it's like if you need a root canal, it's not gonna just get better on its own. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just wait that shit out. Like, it gets worse the longer you leave it, and I had already left it so long. I wish the dentist had been less of a bastard, but it was gonna be fucked up no matter what, so hopefully, but you know, then it'll be better later, and that'll be good. Just trying to talk myself out of being like, why? Because it just doesn't, like, I don't want to do that, and, like, I want to just have, like, a nice time. I want to have a fun time and be the party girl. Party girl, having fun always. That's me. I want to be the party girl. As much as I can, you know what I mean? Like, I always have a really, like, I have such a, I don't know, like, there's, like, people that I do enjoy watching, or, like, listening to, not watching, but, like, listening to while I'm working, and, when they put out new stuff, that's always nice, and it's a little bit nicer of a day, so, you know, appreciate it when people do that. I guess I'm a little bit of a meanie because, like, meanie, I don't know. I've got a little bit of a, like, I don't know. Sometimes I just, like, I do watch react content because sometimes I just like when people who suck are told off. And also, and like, if they suck real bad, then, like, there's gonna be a lot of content, and you can just, like, not worry about it if you miss a bunch of it, because it doesn't matter. I want to be a sleepy sloth, honestly. Sick. I would like to be sleepy, too, but this is worse than yesterday. Isn't it supposed to get better? I would like a refund. Can someone phone the Lord and get me my money back for these busted teeth that don't work right? Like, the Lord, we have spent so much money on the teeth, okay? Like, I feel a little guilty that, like, as a couple and a family, we have had to spend thousands of dollars getting this, like, shit dental work that I got done when I was, like, 27. But, like, y'all, it was all I could afford. And it was still, like, $2,000 because there was so much, like, damage. And the reason why there was so much damage is because before that, I didn't have dental insurance or health insurance for like 8 years. And so by the time I finally got dental, it was really bad. And it cost me like $2 fucking grand even with dental. And then and that was to put in like the shitty fillings. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, these metal fillings that the dentist put in because you couldn't afford to pay the extra money for the good fillings because your insurance didn't cover it, and you had to pay like $4,000 instead of $2,000. You just didn't have the money. The shitty fillings are breaking your teeth." Like, and we have had to spend so much more than $2,000 to get all this shit fixed. Like, it sucks. It just sucks. It's just the worst. And it's like, you know, this is how, like, poverty becomes this, like, failure cascade, because, like, one thing goes wrong, you can't afford to fix it, you do the best that you can, but then, like, the thing that you couldn't afford to fix or had to fix poorly, it doesn't, like, it's never as good as somebody who didn't have to fix that thing or was able to fix it properly. And then you just have to kind of drag around all these decisions that you had to make on the fly about, like, should I get my teeth fixed or should I get the car fixed so I can get to work? Should I, do this or should I do that? Can I afford this or like, what am I going to do? Like, well, I can't really afford to do anything about this. Oh no, now I've got pneumonia. It's just like these things, like, because you can't take care of them, because there's no ability to do that, then they don't get taken care of until they're so much worse than they would have been if you had been able to get, like, normal care. Like, I'm, like, 47 and I am dealing with decisions that I was forced to make, like, 20 more plus years ago. And it's just, like, we shouldn't put people through this. Like the boots. Yeah, like the boots. Only, like, way worse, more painful, and, like, so much more expensive. Like, this is not what I wanted to spend multiple thousands of dollars and several years, like, working on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had to put everything on hold in order to move and do all the stuff that we had to do. Like, I should have had this shit done back in 2020, but, like, we all saw how that, like, it was literally supposed to start doing this stuff then. And, like, just, it just took so long. And then it was because everything was just fucked, and it's just, ugh. It's just not what anybody, like, it's not how you should treat things, you know what I mean? This is not how we should, like, deal with things. Alright, let's get to the top, and then I'm gonna get to dinner. How does that sound? Here we go. I got big sunflowers in my yard. It's pretty good.
Let's get to the top. Let's get to the top. Let's get to the top.愛と笑いとだけん土下座行き交う日常繰り返しやでどう手つけたような言い訳じゃ言い訳ばっかしじゃ何もかれんバホかボケ残業徹夜規制俺らの自由取り潰しや夢に見てるのが年季あかんやろもっと夢もたんかいドリームや頭大方誰かが決めてるぶっ壊したるで今日からトレイやでもうこれつげよいつもドライバーロメイロシと明日へトレイやで目の前には最年限夢のがある走りどうすで昨日より高い場所へ流れやけつだった
Yeah! This is good shit, y'all. It's so good that this song is not, like, locked down to Dead Souls anymore on the PS3. Not many people still have a PS3, so we have to free it and let it be for the world. All right, that's it. Probably still gonna be kind of jacked up on Friday. We'll just like do our best, and we'll still do the stream. And you know, I might we might be having a bit of a chill stream until this is like better. Hopefully, like, everybody vibe me a vibe that I sleep okay tonight, because like I have things I need to do. I need to sleep. Thank you, Forstine. Never had any Sony console. Not sure if it's worth it at this point. Anyway, good game. Thank you. I mean, it depends. It depends. But yeah, if you want to talk about that later, I have thoughts about it, as many gamers do. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. Thank y'all for being here. My name is Allie. I'm from OK to Be Fat. I didn't do the... You know what? Thank you. Thank you to chat. Thank you to people who come by and don't chat. Watching the stream while it's live is the most important thing you can do. Thank you most of all to my subscribers. Thank you to the VOD people. I appreciate you. And thank you the most to Forstein for being the best mod. I'm gonna go now and put an ice pack on my face. My name is Allie. I'll see you on Friday if you can make it, and if you can't, I will feel better eventually. It's just a root canal, so it will get better. It's just like right now, it's just like sucks. But I'll see you on Friday if you can make it, and if you can't, I'll see you when you can. All right, that's it. Have a good one. Bye, friendos.